Tal Kadosh, Boker or Mishna Yomi. We are in Perek Aleph of Masechet Kiddushin, Mishnah Vav and Zayin. Today we are going to speak about another kinyan, which helps whether it's going to be metaltalin or karka. Remember, we started the Masechet with the kinyanim of a woman, and then afterwards the yevama, then afterwards with an eved ivri, then afterwards we went to a ama ivriya, then we went to a eved kanani, then we went to beemot, then we went to metaltalin. Now we're talking about another kinyan which works whether for movable objects or for land. Kol anaaseh damim be'acher, which means anything which you're going to come and you have to evaluate the value. Okay, you have to put in a value in order to use it for payment for something else. Kevan shezacha zeh, once you're going to be zoche, nitchayev zeh bechalifav. So now you're going to be chayav in the chalifim. So that we're going to explain. Kate said, what's the case? Echlif shor bepara. I'm not selling you my shor, right, for money. I'm selling you the shor, you're giving me a para. So therefore, in such a case, echlif shor bepara. So he says like this, chamor beshor, or a chamor with a shor. Kevan shezachazeh, once one of them already made the kinyan, nitchayev zeh bechalifa. The other one obviously becomes obligated now in the achrayut. Why? Because now, even though the other one didn't even get the animal yet, the second that there was one of the parties that switched, that's already enough. Next part, there's going to be two different differences between acquiring chavatzim to Reshut Ekdesh or for a regular person. Reshut Gavua, right? When we're talking about Ekdesh, it's going to be Kesef Urshut Ediot B'chazaka. When you want to come and you want to be Koneh Metaltalin, to do with Ekdesh, you're going to acquire it with money. To do with the Ediot, it needs a chazakah, right? So here it just means with Meshicha, which is a chazakah here. Amirato legavoa, another difference is that when you come and you say something to Ekdesh, is kimsirato le'ediot. It's like you gave it over to Ediot. Meaning, when I come and I tell you I'm going to give you $1 million, it's nothing. I have to actually give it to you. And until I don't give it to you, you could always retract. Here though, right, he says the second that you say it to the Ekdesh, that's already enough. It's already clear that you gave it to the Ekdesh. Mishna Zayin. Mishna Zayin comes and it says like this. The Mishnah is explaining which mitzvot are women obligated and which mitzvot are women pturot. So it says like this. Kol mitzvot haben ala av. All the mitzvot which are on the father to do with his son. Anashim hayavin and anashim peturot. So the men are obligated and women are exempt. So for example, the father is obligated to come to be mekayim all the mitzvot to do with the son, but the mother is permitted. So for example, right, he comes and he says that the father has to do brit milah to his son, but it says vayamol Avraham et Yitzchak beno kasher tziva oto Elokim. So the tzivui was in such a scenario. So it says tziva oto, not tziva ota. So the chiyuv is for a person also to redeem his firstborn, the pidyon ben. It says bechol kol ben tifdeh, right? So tipadeh. So the lilamed Torah. So now when he has to get him married. So in all these cases, right, where it's going to be on the father and not on the women. So women are pturot from all these things. Chol mitzvot av ala ben, and all the mitzvot of the av on the ben, right, which means anything which is for the son to do, meaning that the father is obligated to do it for the son. So women are going to be exempt. So women are exempt from pidyon ben, women are exempt from brit milah, women are exempt from learning Torah, from getting all these things. Chol mitzvot av ala ben, all the mitzvot which are placed on the son to do to his father. So then it doesn't matter whether it's a man or a woman, they're obligated to do so. So that means also the men and women are obligated to come and to honor and respect their fathers, as is written in the Torah. So therefore, they're obligated to do, right, all these things. V'chol mitzvot she'azman grama. Any mitzvot that says she'azman grama, which basically has a time bound. So what happens? Anashim hayavim, anashim turot. Men are obligated, women are not. But if it's not azman grama, everyone's obligated. Now, any negative commandment, ben shazman gama, it doesn't matter whether it's time bound or not, whether it's men or women, they're obligated, except for bal tashchit, right, which is basically the bal tashchit on the beard, not bal tashchit on food. Right, bal tashchit, which is basically they're not allowed to get rid of the beard, so women are allowed to shave their beards, and bal takif. Bal takif is, what's so funny? Yeah, and bal takif is they're allowed to come into, right? He comes in, they're allowed to come and take off the peot arosh. Right, ubalti tameh metim, and there's no isur, right, for balti tameh, which means these are three mitzvot that it's only in men and not in women. Have a wonderful day.